It is ⴬ᴜ time! ⴰᴅᴇ deities message symbols, ⴰᴅᴇ morning, ⴰᴅᴇ evening, ⴰᴅᴇ night, whatever ⴰᴅᴇ may be working the best for you, ⴰᴅᴇ afternoon. Today we're here to continue once again UsoNatsu, the girls' love visual novel. Last time we did prepare together curry, and we did manage to make Shiri have back some of her feelings and memories from her sweet past shared with her mother that is now long gone sadly. So we managed to find the secret ingredient for the special curry that she did eat as a child. There were quite so many sweet moments to share together, and we also did receive a headbutt. No wait, that was during the another chapter. Sorry, I'm mixing things up. But yeah, we did manage to overcome some difficulties once again and turn the slightly bitter moments to sweet ones, to cherished memories we did just create with our friends. So it is time to continue the game. It is time to continue. This chapter is called Happy Moments, if I recall properly. Give me a moment so I can check. Check. Give me a moment. No, it's called Let's Be Happy, chapter 6. Okay. And I will say, let's continue the game now. Give me a moment, I forgot to enable something. Yasu. Just a second it is. And your majestic fox in the box is once again here. I will be your fox in the box for the whole December. Whole December, that is 4 more days, plus today, which is 5. Whole December, I'm saying. But yeah, I'm planning to be fox in the box for a little while more, even afterwards, because to me, the party is not over. January 3rd is my birthday, and I'll be fox in the box until I schedule my debut. That will be both the debut and party time for my happy burst. So, yes. Once I decide on the date, once I set some things with another artist that I sorta lost contact with, I'll be able to schedule the date for the debut so that you will know finally. Okay, we just woke up. Another morning. I'm gonna turn up a bit the audio. It's a little difficult since the credits from the starting screen are so loud, but then the in-game music is quite lower. Let's see. Well, I think this works well. In case you want me to bump the audio, let me know as per usual. There's no ⴬ᴜ if this fox in the box doesn't ask for input coming to the audio. As usual, I wake up feeling refreshed. Being a morning person has a lot of advantages, although I don't mind staying up late either. Maybe I have energy to spare because I don't participate in cram school or after-school activities. Rico and I had our conversation at Diana Deer on Monday, Tuesday was the tennis match, and Wednesday was the cooking lesson. This week has been jam-packed full of excitement thus far. And now we have something to look forward to over the weekend. The sleepover at my place. Oh, right! We just decided to host a sleepover together. As the other friend, oh my goodness, I forgot her name. The blonde friend did invite us but couldn't host it at her place, so we decided to kinda get closer to our parents finally and ask for some things, such as, before we did ask also to be accompanied to the supermarket, to the grocery store for the groceries, for the curry preparation, and now we did ask for the sleepover to be held at our place. And that's quite good. Everything seems to be turning into the better path. Overall, the brighter one. The sleepover at my place, I'm certain that something in Shiri has changed, and in myself as well. We did notice that, chef. You're doing amazing. If I hadn't met her, I'd probably be spending my time consumed with painful thoughts of sensei, either locked up in my room or wandering around aimlessly.
思い出の地巡りは一回休みになっちゃったけど、ちょうどいいかもね。
I know we have to take a break from the memory tour for now. But maybe it's for the best. It might take some time to figure out what exactly it means to leave feelings and memories in the past. Those are the thoughts running through my very awake and alert mind as I count down the minutes until our afternoon meetup. I should wash my face. I get out of bed, my body feeling lighter than usual, and head to the bathroom. Wait, I'm gonna change a bit the audio settings here. Yokohama Station, 12:27 p.m. Give me a moment. Oh, the background music is already so high. I see. I arrive at Yokohama Station a little early and decide to hang out in my usual spot. My reluctance to go to the spot where I'd waited for Sensei so many times is slowly starting to fade. My feelings are being smoothed down over time like a pebble in water, but I still hate being reminded of her and having that memory cast a shadow over my emotions. I especially don't want to let her ruin the fun sleepover we're about to have. ⴰⴰ cat. Her outfits are always so pretty. I love her fashion style. We do be a cool and pretty girl here. My happy thoughts, how long has it been since the last time I had friends over? I know for sure that it was before the week I spent at Sensei's house, after running away from home. I really don't remember. I know being alone here probably isn't such a great idea, but for now my dulled emotions allow me to look at it with a degree of objectivity. There is no doubt in my mind that memories are intrinsically linked to locations, which means that every moment I spend in this place now might be helping to override them. Oh, Riku it was, the girl of which I did forget the name. No, Donuts Daisuki. That's a cute t-shirt. She's all about the donuts, if you do remember. So that makes me smile indeed. Hey, Kaoru.
Riku, arigato.
Thanks, Riku. Huh? What for? For being here. Ooh, that's so sweet and unexpected. Riku interrupts my navel-gazing session despite being aware that obsessing over this stuff is meaningless. My thoughts keep going back to it. Sure, I guess. No problem. The color of your shirt is really cute. Girls complimenting girls is the best thing ever. If you do be a girl, you should compliment your fellow girl. No, not girlfriends. Female friends as well, but girlfriends too, I will say. Yasu. Oh, I thought so too. Pretty nice, huh? I just bought it. And your hair's down too. Did you change? Hi, Derp. Gyepi of the box. The fox in the box it is. How are you doing, Derp? I do be streaming earlier today. I see you caught me here. Yeah, I did. I brought my own clothes to practice. It was still sneaking out of school without getting caught. Oui. Just had some dinner. Ooh, I hope it was a delicious one. One of our school rules is that students have to be in uniform at all times while on campus. Had some fried noodles and it was good. Ooh, that's yummy. Noodles! I heard that the rule isn't strictly enforced during club training days or school festival preparations, when there aren't any regular classes in session too. I can't believe I made it here before Shiori. I'm just glad it doesn't look like it will rain. Was it supposed to? The weather seemed fine this morning. That's what the weather report said. It should stay dry until the evening at least, but we'll be at your place, so it's fine either way. Yeah, good point.
カオルもちょっとは天気予報見ろよ。
You should really look at the weather report once in a while. Goodness, about the weather actually. The other day there were 20 degrees over here. 20! 20 degrees! It was spring. Christmas time, they said. Time to peel my daily tangerine. Tangerine peeling session begins. Tangerines are love. Tangerines are life. Tangerines are yummy. Tangerines are orange. Tangerines are happy. Tangerines to make you happy. Tangerines are yummy. Tangerines do hydrate you properly. Tangerines. Now the tangerine is sneaky and I can eat it. Goodness, that does sound odd. I honestly never pay much attention to the weather in general. So thinking back, I've ended up getting caught in the rain unexpectedly an awful lot. I don't think Sensei ever bothered to check the weather either. That doesn't mean you have to act like your Sensei. She's a yucky one. I still don't have a grudge against that person, character, whatever. Just as I begin to get frustrated over my thoughts turning to Sensei no matter what the topic, I hear Shiori's voice.
おはようございます。
So pretty! Don't make me choke on the tangerines! That hairband is so cute! Pretty! Casual, yet elegantish, yet comf. Love that hairstone hair, it suits her so much. Why not the tangerines? You cannot eat them? Or because I'm eating them after getting them Nikki?
しおり、ありがとう。
Shiori, thanks. Okay.
だから何なんだよ。
I was about to ask what kind of response is that indeed. On closer inspection, Shiori has an aura about her that really makes her stand out from the crowd. Her hair is so shiny and long, and her eyes are so big. I can't think of any way to describe her other than gorgeous. Agreed! But who are we in the story? This pretty lady, the fashionable one. This one in the middle. Give me a second, gonna grab more tangerines. What do you mean only 2 tangerines are left? Who did eat all of them? It was me, Gyepi the fox. But still! I was thinking there were more. Ah! Gyepi! Hi, Godility! Hi, how are you doing? Gyepi! We do be getting naked those tangerines. I need to buy more. Only 2 are left. Ah! The tangerine did sprinkle on my eye. That didn't feel good. Early stream it is. Yes, indeed. Wanted to catch up on this visual novel. How's the girls doing? About to have their sleepover. Perhaps we're gonna see a pajamas CG. Of the pajamas that we did purchase at the mall before. Cute pajamas. Give me a moment. I'm still peeling the tangerines so that I do not have to later. I'm suffering. Only 2 are left. It's not much at all. Very wholesome. I know, right? Yeah, it seems like the story is getting on the brighter side more and more. Also, on my side it kinda does cut the alerts. Let me see if I can close something here. Yeah, maybe it shouldn't get cut on my side now. Let's hope so, at the very least. Just eat with the skin, it's very nutritious. Oh no, I eat with the skin only the insects, sorry. Not the tangerines. On closer inspection, Sherry has an aura about her that really makes her stand out from the crowd. Her hair is so shiny and long, and her eyes are so big. I can't think of any way to describe her other than gorgeous.
今日も可愛いね。
You're as cute as always. That's what I was saying. She's so pretty with that hairstyle. Good. What?
ふと思っただけ。今日のコーデも似合ってるしさ。
Also, goodility. After that donut session of this donut girl, she seems to have gotten the Donut Daisuke t-shirt. Oh, by the way, I had to tell to the deer that you know where they live and to say hi. But you know what happened? You know what happened? Like, I was wondering myself indeed. If I were to go to say hi to the reindeer yesterday, given its festivities and all, would the reindeer be there? Or would it be closed for holidays? But like, the holidays are the working session of the reindeer. I arrived there and the house was closed! It was closed! I couldn't say hi to the reindeer. I was thinking about burning its house down, but still, the inner kind Gyepi did tell me, no, leave it there so you can see the reindeer another day and you can punch them in the face for not being there when you wanted to. So, yeah, just being patient. To add the skin of oranges into food. I do add it sometimes in the dough of the cookies. So why not just bite into the orange like an apple? No, right? It does remind me of my grandpa that does eat onions like an apple. Like sometimes when I were at my grandparents' place, was just there and I see my grandpa chilling, crunching, eating on something, and I was like, oh, there are apples at home. Oh no, it's an onion. Okay, enjoy your onion, I guess. And over the years, nothing changed about this onion eating routine from his side. Amazing. Are you sure our grandma isn't Sugar-san? No, he's not. Just a passing thought, your outfit looks really nice.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, thank you very much. You're welcome. Sherry looks up at me shyly, her cheeks bright red. Maybe it's because she's awkward around boys, or that she's an honor student who can feel kind of unapproachable, or that she's not straightforward like Riku. But whatever the reason, she's not used to getting compliments, or maybe she does have a crush on us. Don't you think so? Wake up, my girl. Start thinking with that brain cell. I simply watch as she struggles to find the right words to say. After a few moments of staring at each other, Riku speaks up.
おーい
Jelly.
おい
Hey.
だってさ、リクもそう思うでしょ？
I'm sure Riku feels the same way, right? Will she blush as well?
いや思うよ。確かにしおりは今日も可愛いけどさ。
Huh? Well, yeah, of course. You look really cute today,
あ
Shuri.
りがとう。リクも可愛いよ。
Thanks, you look cute too, Riku.
おいやめろよ。
Double blushing it is. Hey, knock it off.
私には
What about me? Feeling like the one left behind. No one's complimenting us. What's going on? Ain't I the most fashionable here? Just look. So pretty. I do have a similar skirt. Amazing. Good taste. Before Shiri can respond, we're interrupted by an announcement over the loudspeakers. Oof.
よしじゃあ全員揃ったことだし行こうぜカオルんち
Well, now that we're over here, let's go to Kaoru's house.
お待たせしました行きましょう立花さん
Okay, sorry for keeping you two waiting. Let's go, Tachibana-san. She calls out, overjoyed. I mentally give up on the previous conversation before following them toward the train platform. The station closest to my place is a few stops away from Yokohama. Being a residential area, there are a bunch of restaurants around the station, but not much once you get further away. I really enjoy these clear sky sceneries. And the descriptions of the places, like, I don't feel like they're too much, even though usually I do find that bit difficult occasionally to focus on text when it's longish, for example, like here, I mean, not as sectioned as before, for example, in the dialogues. But I do really enjoy discovering how the places are structured in this game. It's so cool, in my opinion. It's a 10-minute ride by bike, making it uncomfortably far to walk, but there's a bus stop about a 1-minute walk from the station, and so we decide to take the bus to my house. The condo where we live is part of a redevelopment project that happened about 5 years ago, and there are several other similar buildings in the neighborhood. We lived in a different apartment until I was 11, at which point my parents purchased a condo in a newly constructed building and we moved in.
だいたいそんな感じ
It's like a whole world. I know, right? Yeah, that is what I do mean. Immersive stuff and whatnot. So, that about sums it up. I filled them in on the history of my home on the way there, wrapping up around the time we arrive. We take the elevator up to the 7th floor, where I live.
はいどうぞ
Here we are, come on in. When we arrive, unlock the front door before opening it. Tachibana home living room. 1:04 p.m.
ってわけでここがうち
Well, this is where I live.
お邪魔します
Congrats on being first, Derp. Thanks for inviting us over.
お邪魔します
Sorry for barging in.
素敵な部屋ですね広くて綺麗
Oh gosh, your place is so nice. It's so spacious and charming.
おお眺めもいいな
Oh, and the view is great. And there's even a penguin watching the TV. He looks angry, but he's cute. Round and angry.
ありがとうこのマンションは丘の上に建ってて角部屋でもあるからちょうど眺めがいいの
Thank you. The building was built on top of a hill and we have a corner place, so the view is pretty nice.
お母さん
Mom. She appears behind the counter that separates the living room from the kitchen. I realize that I forgot to ask her not to come out while Shiri and Riku are here. But that's asking a tad too much,
カオル
though.
のお母さん同じクラスの井ノ原陸です
Riku sounds
今日はよろしくお願いし
excited.
ます
Oh, so you're Kaoru's mom. I'm one of her classmates, Inohara Riku. Nice to meet you.
稲城しおりです本日はお世話になります
I'm Minagi Shiori. Thank you for having us over.
あら元気なりくちゃんと礼儀正しいしおりちゃんねあんまり広くないお家だけど楽しんでいてね
Is it me or it does feel like some of the voice dialogues do sound way too loud compared to others? Like, for example, the mother's voice here is way more loud than the one of the other girls. Oh my, you're so cheerful, Riku-chan. And what manners you have, Shiori-chan. I know our place isn't that big, but I hope you have fun. It's big, it's huge, come on.
おいおい広くないってのは余計じゃないか
Hey now, I'd say our place is big enough. Indeed. He does have a point.
お父さん
Dad. My dad suddenly appears from the hallway. Judging by his clothes and the bag over his shoulder, it looks like he's on his way out.
心配しなくてもお母さんと出かけてくるから俺たちのことは気にせず楽しみな
Don't worry, we're on our way out, so you can have fun in here without worrying about us hovering over your shoulders.
待ってあつしくん、もうちょっとかおちゃんのお友達とお話しさせて。
Oh, so soon, dear. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Kao-chan's friends for a little longer.
おいおい
The mother is
せっかく
curious.
友達が来てるんだから邪魔しちゃ悪いだろ
Come on, it's been so long since she's had friends over, so we should give them some space. And he is so considerate.
はーい。
Okay.
車出しちゃうから帰りに買ってきてほしいものあったら教えてくれな
We're taking the car, so if there's anything you want us to bring back, just let me know.
夕飯はお肉買ってくるから、おやつを食べ過ぎないようにね。
I'm getting meat for dinner, so don't fill up on snacks. We want...
カオルのお母さん、ちょっといいですか？
Oh, Kaoru's mom, can I ask you something?
小春ちゃんでいいのよ。
You can call me Koharu. Yeah, indeed. Like, I do confirm what I just said. The voice of the mother is way too loud compared to the others.
いや、それはちょっと。
The voice levels. Sound levels of the voice. That is. I'm not sure I can do that. Shiri goes into the kitchen followed by Riku. Mom follows behind them. Riku is going to do some baking, so I've asked my mom to give her a quick tour of the kitchen.
キッチン、広くて素敵です。
Your kitchen is so big and lovely.
新しいって感じがするな。
Shiri looks so
なんか
happy.
すげえのついてるぞ。
It feels brand new. Oh, what's this awesome looking thingamajig?
ディスポーザーっていうの。生ゴミはどんどん入れちゃって。砕いちゃうからね。
Hi Gyepi, how's the girl love going? We're about to have a sleepover here. Hi Carbon, how are you doing? And also, I'm quite excited about the fact that the fellow Donut girl got the t-shirt with Donut's dice cap on it. I love it. And even the O does have sprinkles upon it like a donut. So cute. Love the details in this game. It's a garbage disposal. You can put anything you want in there. It crushes it all up.
これ
Whoa.
は食器洗浄機ですか？
Is this a
そ
dishwasher?
う、ここ全自動で便利なんだよ。
Why, yes, all this automation is pretty convenient, don't you think? She's such a donut. Donut.
憧れます。
I'm so jealous.
で、お菓子作りをしたくて。
So, I really want to use the oven to bake
聞いて
something.
るよ。じゃあキッチンの説明するね。ボウルは上の棚に入ってて、お鍋は出しておいたよ。
I heard, so let me give you...
油は下の棚の中にあって。あ、そうそう、型も買っておいたの。洗ってあるから使ってみてね。調味料類はカウンターの内側のところに置いてあって、
What a long sentence.
小麦粉と卵は冷蔵庫。チョコとかトッピングとかも冷蔵庫を見てね。
Mother-chan, son, are we finished? Thank you. I heard, so let me give you an overview of the kitchen. The bowls are on the top shelf. Here's the sugar, the flour's over there.
いいなあ、お菓子作り。かおちゃんとも昔はよく作ったんだけどね。クッキーとかケーキも作ったことあったな。あ、わからないことあるかな。何でも聞いてね。
Ah, I remember how I used to bake stuff with Kao-chan once upon a time, like cookies and cakes. Is there anything you're unsure of? Feel free to ask me anything. My mom persists to give them a rundown of the kitchen and everything inside it. Like I told her, we were baking something, specifically donuts. It sounds like she went out of her way to get us the basics of what we'll need. I'm grateful, of course. However... Yes?
私部屋に荷物置いてくる。
I'll go put my bags away for now. Seeing my parents so happy and enthusiastic is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. I feel myself about to slip into another spiral of negativity when Shiri suddenly speaks up.
あ、待ってください。
Oh, hang on a second.
え
Huh?
立花さんのお部屋、一緒に見に行ってもいいですか？
Would you mind showing me your room? I'd love to see it.
いいよ。
Oh, sure. Right, I have to check this full mood. It's going to be a fun day because I'm going to make sure it is, so I have to do what I can to stay positive. I'm the one who told Shuri that the best way to overwrite unpleasant memories is by making better ones. I know she's been looking forward to a sleepover, so I have no choice but to work my fun-having muscles to their very limits.
リクも一緒に行こ
You should come too, Riku.
う。おう、一丁荒らしてやろうぜ。
Oh, I'm gonna trash the place.
ほんと来い。
Do your worst.
いいのかよ。
You don't have to tell me twice.
ぬいぐるみもいるんですよね。
Do you have stuffed animals? We do. I think we do have the plush of that cow that she really likes.
いるよ、いっぱい。
Yes, lots.
しもちゃんもいるんですよね。
Even Mocha the cow. There we go.
しおり、圧がすごいぞ。
You sure are passionate, Shuri. See? I got this. If I make myself laugh, then I'm sure to have fun. Chorus room, 1:20 p.m.
なんか照れるね。
I'm kind of embarrassed.
カオルでも照れることあるんだな。
So even you can feel embarrassed, huh?
ひどくない。
That's mean.
しかし
Agreed.
片付いてるな。なんか物少ないしさ。
This place is really tidy. It almost feels like there is something
部
missing.
屋に友達あげるのなんて久しぶりだったから気合い入れたよ。物少ないのは元から。私別に趣味とかないしね。
It's been a while since I had friends over, and I want to make it look nice for you guys. I've never really had a lot of stuff. I don't have any hobbies or
ぬい
anything.
ぐるみ多いし、それって趣味じゃないのか？あとさ、服多そう。
You have a lot of stuffed animals for not being into anything, and clothes.
ああ、そうだね。服は結構クローゼットの中に詰めてるかも。
Yeah, I guess so. So most of my clothes are stuffed into my closet. Having friends in my room feels kind of weird after all this time. I'm so unused to it that it leaves me feeling antsy and uncomfortable, and yet it's not altogether unpleasant. She said she'd just be leaving her stuff here, but Riku is taking her time looking around and admiring
なん
everything.
か新鮮だよな、カオルの部屋って。日当たりも良さそうだし、いい部屋だな。なあ、しおり。
Your room feels brand new, and it seems to get plenty of sunlight, which must make it nice and cozy, right, Shuri? I wonder if she's busy with the matcha cow plushie. There we go.
大きい牛もちゃがいます。
Ah, Mocha! You have a huge Mocha the cow plush.
聞いてねえし。しおり、そのキャラそんなに好きだったんだな。何のキャラなんだ？
Fine, go ahead and ignore me. You really like Mocha, huh, Shuri? What kind of character is it? Wow! She's
やっ
lost.
ぱ聞いてねえし。
You're not listening at all. Brain cell to be busy.
もふってしてもいいですか？それかギューってしてもいいですか？
Can I hug him? Can I squeeze him?
どう違うの？
Are those things different?
もふはもふで、ギューはギューです。
A hug is a hug and a squeeze is a squeeze. Understandable, taking notes.
なるほど。いいよ。
I see. Sure, go ahead.
ありがとうございます。
I'm forever in your debt.
今ので分かったのかよ。
Do you get how she is
わか
now?
んないけど、いいんじゃない？
I don't, but what's the problem? I look at Shiori, who's sitting on my bed. She's cuddling with Mocha the cow, nuzzling her cheek against him.
ギュー、もふもふ。夢心地です。
Hey, squeeze, snuggle. I feel like I'm in a dream. Cute moment.
なんか幸せみたいだし。
She seems pretty happy.
だな。そっか。牛もちゃっていうのが好きだったんだな、しおり。覚えとこうっと。
For sure. So she really loves this matcha cow critter, huh? I remember that. Link Shuri to snuggle with Matcha, I take Riku on a tour of my room. Wait, is my model stuck? What's going on? Give me a moment. Oh yeah, the program has died. Amazing! Fox in the box is stuck. Bear with me, Fox with you. I casually do make my disappearance here. And reappear once again. There we go. Huh? Am I back? I should be. It's a locked fox in a box. Oh my, oh my. Send help. It is. Okay, all is good now. Leaving Shuri to snuggle with Matcha, I take Riku on a tour of my room. I show her the clothes in my closet, my makeup, and then briefly point out some of my manga. Meanwhile, Shuri continues playing with Matcha, showing no signs of getting bored anytime soon. Now then, it's time to make the donuts. Come on, Shuri. She looks up at me, plaintively squeezing Matcha tightly in her arms. Can I bring him with us?
ダメじゃないけど、ドーナツ作ってる途中に汚れちゃうかも。
You can if you want, but he might get dirty if we're making donuts.
それはダメです。じゃあここで待っててもらいますね。
I don't want him to get dirty. Okay, I'll leave him here for now.
後でまたもふればいいよ。
Yeah, you can play with him more later.
もふります。
Okay, more snuggles later.
それって共通言語なのか？
You two are on the same wavelength, huh? Just as she's about to leave Matcha behind and exit my room, Shuri notices something on my desk. The teacher's picture. I immediately know what she's taking an interest in.
ああ、この写真気になる？
Are you interested in that photo?
気にならないといえば
Not especially.
嘘になるよな。部屋入った時から気づいてたし。
That's a lie. You've been looking at it since we came in. It's pathetic that I still have that thing up, isn't it? I barely stopped myself from saying as much out loud.
だよね。見てみる？
Right? Want a better look? I ask Shuri casually before handing her the picture frame. She takes it from me, and Rico leans in closer to get a good look herself.
美術館でお会いした時も思いましたけれど、綺麗な方ですよね。オーラがあるというか、芸能人みたいでした。
Even back when I saw her at the art museum, I remember thinking how beautiful she was. There's this aura to her, like a celebrity almost.
しかもさ、この写真ってスマホで撮ったやつだろ？
And you took this...
してなさそうだしさ。
And you took this with your phone? It doesn't look like you added any filters either.
そう。そうなんだよ。ムカつくよね。綺麗でかっこよくてさ。
Yeah, I know, right? She's so pretty, almost aggravatingly
素
so.
敵な絵も描きますしね。
And she's such a talented painter as well.
そっか、美術教師って言ってたもんな。
That's right, you said she was an art teacher, yeah?
そうそう。それもムカつくんだよね。なんかこう、抽象的なうわーっとした絵じゃなくてさ、私が見てもいいなって思う絵を描くんだ。
Yeah, which also pisses me off. She never makes anything abstract or conceptual. All she cares about is making stuff that's nice to look at.
すげえ。特技もあって完璧っつうか。
Wow, is there anything she can do?
全然。スマホとかパソコンとか機械が苦手だからいろいろ教えたし、部屋の片付けは苦手だし、偏食だし、プライベートはお酒好き。を超えて飲んだくれてるし。
Oh, there sure is. I had to help her all the time with her phone and computer. Her place is always a mess. She's a picky eater. She loves drinking at home to an unhealthy extent. I don't think that it does any good to Kaoru to talk about that, though.
島月先生のことよく知っているんですね。
You know a lot about her,
か
huh?
もね。長いし。
I guess we have a lot of history
会
together.
ったのは中3の頃って言ってたしな。でも、カオルがその人のことまだ好きってのもわかるよ。
You said you met when you were in middle school, right? But I can tell that you're still carrying a torch for her, even now.
分かっちゃうか。やっぱ。だから写真片付けられないんだよね。
You noticed it, huh? That's why I can get rid of that photo. I still don't feel any less embarrassed about holding on to it, but those words just slip out. It's not like I have it on my desk so I can look at it all the time, but it's been there for close to a year, and I can bring myself to put it away.
そのままでもいいんじゃないですか。無理にしまう必要もないと思いますよ。私もこっそりお兄ちゃんの写真を飾っていますし。
Why not leave it then? I don't think you have to force yourself to put it away. I mean, I still have a photo of my brother I keep tucked away.
そうだね。だって先生のことまだ好きだもん。先生のこと忘れたらしまうから、もうちょっとこのままで。
I guess there's a part of me that still loves her. Maybe I'll leave it until I finally get to a point in my life when I can move on.
私もそう思います。
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
そういえばさ、この写真いつ撮ったんだ？
By the way, when did you take that?
去年の秋、こっそり撮った。
I snapped it without her knowing last fall.
まさかの盗撮かよ。
So it's a creep shot.
そのこっそりは良くないか
I don't know if you should do that without people's permission.
時効時効。
Statute of limitations. I glanced down at the photo once more. She looks so good. It's true that I took the photo secretly, but I told Sensei about it immediately after. I remember the look of distaste on her face when I did. But I don't think she truly hated it that much. I returned the photo to my desk, and Riko claps her hands together.
じゃあドーナツ作ろうぜ。一人3個で、カオルのお父さんお母さんも入れると全部で5人だから、20個は作っとかないとな。
Well, time to make donuts. If we make 3 per person, that's 5 people, including Kaoru's mom and dad. 20 donuts in total.
頑張ろうね。
Okay, let's get to work.
多いし計算間違ってるし。まあでも楽しみだね。
That's a lot of donuts, and I think your math is wrong. So, we did notice that indeed. But whatever, I'm still excited. It seems Riku's IQ goes down as soon as donuts are involved. I'm sure he's too much of a gourmand to notice. I think she did say 3 donuts per person. Yeah, 3 per person. That's 5 people and 20 donuts in total. The 2 of them bounce back towards the living room with me in tow. Ah! That sounds more reasonable. 3 times 5 equals 20. Of course. Once we reach the kitchen, we'll all start by washing our hands. She gets 5 donuts, of course. I'm getting out the ingredients we'll need from the fridge when I hear a sudden yelp from Riku.
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
しまった。エプロン持ってきてねえや。
Crap, I forgot my apron. Oh no, what are we gonna do
大丈
now?
夫。お母さんが出しておいてくれた。
It's okay, my mom has plenty. Until she mentioned it, I'd forgotten all about them myself. I pull out 5 different types of apron from off a shelf in the living room. My mom collects them, and they've got various girly designs.
私はいつもの。
Cute. This is the one I always use. I remember that. Or wasn't it the same at school? I'm not sure now. Was it the same or not? While preparing curry.
か。弁当作ってるし、自分用のあるよな。
Oh, the one you were when making lunch, huh?
いいでしょ
Yeah, pretty nice, right?
シンプルなデザインで似合っていると思います。
Quit, it's simple and it suits you very well.
しおりはこれだよな。
Yes, you want this one, Shiori.
牛もちゃん、これにするね。
Mocha, yep, I'll be taking that one. I wanna see it! It looks like Mom must have picked up a Mocha decal apron at some point. Shiori dons it with a look of sublime satisfaction. Ah! We can see it!
牛もちゃと一緒です。
Hey, I've been reunited with Mocha after all. That's cute!
おお、牛もちゃも可愛いけど、色合いもしおりに合ってるな。
Yeah, Mocha is cute, but the coloring and design really suit you too, Shiori. I wonder if at this point we're gonna have the Domut apron for
ど
Riku.
うかで、リクはどうするこのフリフリついてるやつ結構似合うと思うけど
I agree, but what about you, Riku? I think this frilly apron will look great on you.
いや、
Really?
これはちょっと私には恥ずかしいかな。
Nope, I'll be a little too embarrassed to wear that one.
そうかな。私も似合うと思うよ。
Ho ho ho. Are you sure? I also think it'll look great on you.
本当か？ならこれにしてみよっかな。
Really? In that case, I guess I'll give it a shot. Yay!
ナイス
Nice, Shiori. Riku's behavior is as transparent as ever, yet she still seems slightly embarrassed as she puts the apron on. I truly feel like the more girly apron suits her well. Despite it being so different from her usual style, I think it looks especially good on her because of how short she is. Cute!
どうだ？
How does it look? Really?
可愛いね。メイドさんみたい。
Cute! You look like a maid.
マジか。よかった。ちょっとまだ恥ずいけど。
Really? Great! I wasn't too sure about it.
みんないい感じこれで準備万端だね
Yeah, everyone looks good, and now we're ready to bake. Let's go. I put the other aprons back before I turn to the kitchen. Shuri takes out her phone and checks the recipe.
まずはリクに教えてもらえばいいかな。
Why don't you show us how to do it first,
そういえ
Riku?
ばお菓子作りは結構慣れてるって言ってたよね
Alright, you did say you have a lot of experience baking stuff.
おう、ドーナツはだいたいフィーリングで作れるぞ。ってい
Yep.
うか、ハートが大事だな。
Baba, you
会話
forgot the
ってやつ
scarf.
だ。
Sorry, Cinnamon Buns. The sneaky cat was trying to head outside without the scarf. I caught him on time. Yep, making donuts is all about getting to the right frame of mind. You see, love is the foundation of all great cooking. Think of it as a dialogue with the ingredients. I wait for Riku to continue, but when she doesn't say anything else, Shuri and I exchange glances. When she talks about donuts, she sounds like someone with an unhealthy obsession. Kind of like Shuri whenever much is brought up.
リクのドーナツはリ
True.
クに任せて、私たちは私たちで作りましょうか。
How about we'll leave your donuts to you and we'll handle the other ones?
そうしよ
Yeah, sounds good to me.
いや、冗談だって。一緒に作ろうぜ。
Wait, I was joking around. We should make all of them together.
さすがに本気だと思ったよ。
I'm pretty sure you were serious.
今正気に戻ったんだよ。
Well, I'm back to my senses now. Those facial expressions, though. Shuri seems completely oblivious to how much she changes when talking about Mocha. From my perspective, she and Riku are two peas in a pod. I set out all the ingredients we need on the kitchen counter while checking the recipe Riku wrote down for me.
う必要な材料はお砂糖、薄力粉、強力粉、ベーキングパウダー粉系はこんな感じだね
So,
他の材料はしおり冷蔵庫を見れる
So what we need is sugar, cake flour, bread flour, baking powder. That's all the dry ingredients. Now the other stuff. Can you check the fridge, Shuri?
はい、失礼します。牛乳と卵ですね。あ、
この卵すごく美味しい種類のものですね。
Yes, just a moment. Milk and eggs. Oh, this brand of egg is super delicious.
お
Wow.
母さん、そういうとこ気合い入れるから。
My mom really likes that type of egg.
カオルのお母さん若いよな。そういやカオルとあんま似てねえって思ったよ。お父さんになのかも。雰囲気っていうか、まあお父さんも背高かったし。
Your mom is so young, Kaoru. Speaking of which, you guys don't look the same at all. I guess you take after your dad. You have the same kind of energy, and your dad is pretty tall too.
そうかな。目元はお母さんの面影があるなって感じました。お母さんも身長が低いわけじゃなさそうだったよ。
You think so? I felt as if Kaoru and her mom share similar facial expressions, and I wouldn't say her mom is that short either.
そんなことより続き、牛乳も美味しいやつ買ってきてくれてるね。私
Seems like
それ普通に飲むのも好きなんだ。飲んじゃおう。
Seems like we don't want to talk about that. Moving on, she's also got some good milk. I really like drinking it too. In fact, I might have a glass now.
私も一杯いただいてもいいですか？
Can I have a glass
オッ
too?
ケー。じゃあ二人ともどうぞ。
Sure, I'll get us all some
サン
milk.
キュー。あ、バター溶かさねえと。
Thanks. Oh, we have to melt the
バ
butter.
ター溶かすの？直火？
You melt it over an open flame.
焦げちゃうだろ。レンジでできるんだ。借りるぞ。うわ、すげえいいやつ。
It will burn if you do that. I can melt it in the microwave if you don't mind me using it. Oh, your microwave is super fancy.
それは会社でもらったサンプルだって。お父さん、そういう商品の開発もやってるみたいだから。
It's a sample my dad got from work. He actually helps design stuff like this at his company. Designer dad.
そうなんですか。
I had no idea.
すげえんだな。
Wow, that's so
ちょ
cool.
っとは珍しいのかもね。でも1階のサラリーマンって言ってたし、普通なんじゃないかな。
It's kind of interesting, I guess. So my dad always says it's just regular office work. I only know the basics of what my parents do for a living. I've never asked them for details as I'm sure a lot of what they work on is confidential anyway. To be fair, I haven't even held a part-time position in my short life thus far, so don't have enough context to understand what their jobs are like in the first place.
そういえば、2人の親は何してる人なの？
Speaking of which, what do your parents do? Ask the two of them while measuring out the dry ingredients into a bowl.
父は普通の銀行勤めですよ。
My dad works at the bank.
なるほど。忙しいって聞いたことある。お客さんとの付き合いとかもあるみたいだし。あ、この卵の色すっごい濃い。
I see. I heard it can get fairly busy. He must have to deal with all kind of customers. Oh, the yolk from this egg has such a rich color.
そうみたいです。黄色というより赤いくらいのオレンジで大きいですね。
Yes, it does indeed. It looks more reddish orange than yellow. It's also quite big.
ね、リクは？
What about your parents, Riku?
うちはママは主婦でパパは大学の教授やってるよ。あ、じゃあ卵混ぜてもらっていいか？
Me? My mom's a housewife and my dad is a university professor. Oh, can you add the eggs in now?
すごいね。
Oh, that's pretty cool. I ask her while whisking the ingredients together and Riku answers somewhat shyly.
だから別にすごいとかじゃねえって。ほ、やっぱ普段から料理やってるからか混ぜるのうまいな。
I don't think what they do is anything all that special. You're really good at mixing, I guess because you cook all the time.
まだまだ行くよ。リクのお父さん、何の科目？
I'm still learning. What subject does your dad
科
teach?
目ってわけじゃねえと思うぞ。あんま詳しくねえけど世界史系だって言ってたかな。古代ヨーロッパとかなんかそっち系。
I don't think it works that way exactly, but I think I remember him saying something about world history, like ancient Europe and stuff like that.
そうだったんだ。あ、私も混ぜたいです。一回交代しませんか？
Oh, I see. I want to try mixing too. May I take over?
オッケー。
Okay.
あんま話したことなかったな。まあ親の仕事の話ってあんましねえもんな。お、しおりもいい手つき。
I never really got the details. Well, we hardly ever talk about his work to begin with. You're pretty good too, Shiori.
でしょ。そろそろバター入れてゴムベラに変えた方がいいんじゃないかな。
I know, right? I think it's about time to add the butter and switch to a
そ
spatula.
うだな。さすがしおり、ドーナツの声が聞こえてる。
That's right, you're a true donut whisperer, Shiori.
聞こえてないけど。
I'm not whispering. Oh my gosh, shock. It's just a lump of flour and eggs, I think to myself. Talking about our families together like this is a new experience for me. I generally prefer to avoid any parent-related chit-chat, but I figured I'd have an easier time with the subject while mostly focused on making donuts. We continue taking turns mixing the ingredients together, and it's not long before the dough begins to take shape.
いい感じって言ってるな。じゃあこれで冷蔵庫で一回寝かせるぞ。
The donuts are telling me that everything's going well. Time to let them take a nap in the fridge.
リクには声が聞こえてるんだね。
The donuts really seems like talking to you. Maybe this is what they mean when they say top chefs listen to their ingredients. No, probably not. I think she's just
どの
overexcited.
くらい寝かせるの？
How long do we leave them in the fridge for?
30分くらいだな。じゃあ一回休憩しよっか。
About half an hour. Why don't we take a break too? We proceed to wash our hands and remove our aprons. I've often heard that baking is a lot more finicky than cooking when it comes to precise measurements and techniques, but so far making donuts doesn't seem all that difficult. I find baking to be way easier than cooking, to be quite honest. We move to the couch in front of the TV in the living room.
テレビの横のあれスピーカー？そういうのも立派な感じするな。電気製品の会社っていうなら、ああいうのもサンプルでもらえるのか？
What are those things on either side of the TV screen? Speakers? This room feels all fancy too. You said your dad works for an electronics company, right? Are those more samples?
普段からいろいろもらえるわけじゃないらしいしね。スピーカーとかそういうのはただの趣味。
Nah, we don't actually get that much stuff for free. My dad's just an audiophile.
ブルーレイディスクがたくさんありますけれど、映画ですか？
You've got a lot of Blu-rays as well. Do you like watching movies?
そう。お母さんの好きなアーティストのライブのもあるけど、大体は映画。お父さん映画好きだから。
Yeah, my mom loves watching her favorite bands and artists in concert, but it's mostly movies. My dad's a real film buff.
後でなんか見てもいいか？音響すごそうだし、気になるんだよな。
Is there anything we can watch? I kind of want to test out this sound system.
みんなで見るんだったらなんだろう。ホラー映画とか？夏だし。
Yeah, let me see what might be good. Maybe a horror movie. It is summer. Oh. Oh.
いや、ホラーはやめねえか？
How about we skip the horror movie?
こういう時わかりやすいのって損だよね。
Wow, you're an open book about stuff like this too. Must be hard for you.
なんでだよ。
What's that supposed to mean?
ホラー映画見てみたいです。私あまり映画を見たことがないので、特に怖いものはテレビで放映していてもチャンネルを変えられてしまっていたので。
I want to watch a scary movie. I don't usually get to watch them whenever anything spooky comes on TV. My parents always change the channel.
こういうこと。
So I guess we're doing this.
こういうことか。
Yeah, we're doing this.
ちなみにお父さんに聞けばとびきり怖いのを教えてくれると思う。
When my dad gets back, I'll ask him what the scariest ones are.
とびきり怖いのですか？
The scariest of them all. Yes.
カオル。
Kaoru. She looks over at me with abject desperation in her eyes. I realize I've gone a few steps past the line of playful teasing.
まあ他の映画もたくさんあるよ。私も見たことないのばっかりだしさ。あ、邦画は少ないみたいだけど。
We have plenty of other movies as well. Lots of stuff I've never seen before, though it looks like there's a lack of Japanese content.
わかりました。無理しない方がいいもんね。
Okay, fine. We should probably stick with something a little safer.
でも、しおりが見たいんだよな。だったら、ほどほどに怖いので勘弁してくれ。
But I know how much you want to watch a horror movie, Shuri. How about we stick with something moderately scary?
わかった。じゃあ後でお父さんにおすすめ聞いてみる。
Okay, I'll ask my dad for recommendations later. I'm feeling a mix of emotions right now. I know that ghosts and zombies aren't real, but sometimes the stuff on the screen is too scary for me to keep my eyes open, so I get it. Just then I realized we've been talking for half an hour. We all wash our hands once more, don our aprons, and return to the kitchen.
大丈夫そうだな。
Yep, looks
こ
good.
っからどうするの？
What's the next step?
生地を小分けにして、一個一個の形を作っていくんだよね。
We split up the dough into pieces and form them into shape, right?
そういうこと。ここからが本番だな。
Exactly. This is when dough becomes donuts.
細く伸ばしてくっつければいいの？
So, do I just roll it out into a straight line and then stick the ends together?
かよ。
I don't know, Ouroboros.
ウロボロス？
Ouroboros? I remember that term from video games. It's a snake that eats its own tail. Regardless, it's clear that whatever I might have heard about making donuts in passing was wrong.
平たく伸ばして真ん中を型で抜くんですよ。
You flatten the dough silently and then use a round cutter to pop out the middle.
へえ、ドーナツの穴ってそうやってできてるんだ。
Oh, so that's how you make the hole.
業務用の機械だと丸く出てくるのもあるみたいだけどな。
Apparently, in commercial kitchens, they use a machine to make them perfectly round every time.
さすが詳しいね。抜いた部分はどうするの？
You know everything, so what do we do with the middle parts?
丸いドーナツにしてもいいし、くっつけてねじねじのドーナツにしてもいいし、あんドーナツみたいに中に具を入れてもいいな。
You can make them into little round donuts, stick them together into a long twisty donut. Harin, how are you doing? Yeah, I've never made donuts myself, but unless you have a donut maker, I would assume that it's very difficult. Yeah, I think so too. You can make them into little round donuts, stick them together into a long twisty donut, or fill them with stuff like red bean paste. Sounds yummy.
あんドーナツ。
Red bean paste donuts. Shuri parrots Riku's words back as if in a daze. From the melancholy expression in her face, I know exactly who she's thinking about. Another memory.
はい。私の家では父の影響で兄も和菓子が好きだったんです。
Donuts are easy to make. Are they?
二人ともあんドーナツが好きだったなって。
Do you know how to make them without the proper thingy that does create the shape, like by hand totally? Or how? I'm curious now, Rin. Yeah, my brother got really into Japanese sweets because of my dad. I don't know if that's the only reason, but we both loved red bean paste donuts. Yeah, they're quite easy. Ooh, interesting.
あんドーナツも美味しいもんな。
I never baked donuts myself just yet. I still have to try it out. I see they're pretty good.
あんこがあれば作れるの？缶詰のあんこがあったような。うん、あるね。
Can we try and make some? I'm pretty sure we have some canned paste. Yep, there it is.
じゃあせっかくだし、あんドーナツも作ってみようぜ。
Sounds like we're making some red bean paste donuts then.
いいの？
You don't mind?
もちろん。カオルもいいよな。
Not at all. You're on board, right, Kaoru?
あ、思い出の味かもしれないけど、カレー奉行みたいになるのはなしね。
Yeah, so I can promise it'd be a perfect match for the curry dictator's memories.
大丈夫ですよ。
Hey, I'm fine with whatever you make. And so Riku and I get to work, flattening out the dough and popping out the centers. Shuri gets the bean paste ready. After draining off the excess water from the can, she placed a small amount of paste in the center of each donut hole. After around 20 minutes of intense concentration and little conversation, we were finally ready to start frying.
よーし、壮観だな。
Great work, everyone!
頑張ったね。あんドーナツも作らせてくれてありがとうございます。
Nice job, and thank you for letting me make some red bean paste donuts as well.
いい感じ。揚げる前のドーナツってどんな味なんだろう。
Everything looks good. What do donuts taste like before you fry them?
お腹壊すから食べねえ方がいいぞ。経験談な。
Don't try one unless you want a stomachache. Trust me on this one.
経
Yep,
験談なんだ。
you've tried it before.
火の通っていない小麦粉は消化に良くないですからね。
The human body isn't meant to digest raw flour.
よーし、じゃああげようぜ。こっからは特に対話が大事だからな。耳を澄ませとけよ。
Okay, let's get this fried up. This is where your dialogue with the ingredients becomes vital. Clear your ears and your mind.
はいはい。
Whatever you say. We switch on one of the burners and begin heating up the oil. Riku uses a thermometer to check when it reaches the proper temperature.
待ってる間、ちょっと片付けしよっか。
Let's tidy up a bit while we wait.
わかりました。
Yes, I'll take care of that. Riku's focused intently on the oil, so Shuri and I start wiping off the kitchen counter. Picking pastries is messy business. What with the flour ending up everywhere and the need for so many different ingredients. As I clean up and thinking to myself, I suddenly hear a loud clang from Shuri's direction. Oh, it looks like Shuri must have accidentally hit the opened can of red bean paste while putting away some chopsticks. The can had been knocked off balance and is about to fall off the edge of the counter. Oh my! Time to sprint and catch it. At the same exact moment, Riku drops the first donut into the oil. Yep! I reach out for the can a moment too late as it falls, spraying bean juice in Shuri's direction. No! Fortunately, she's wearing an apron, so her clothes won't get dirty. Wait, what's she doing? Mocha! What? Fearing for Mocha's purity, Shuri flips up her apron and the bean juice splatters all over her clothes. Really now? Oh my goodness. You're hopeless, Shuri. Carol's room, 4:31 p.m.
ごめんなさい。
I'm so sorry. She sounds clearly depressed as we enter my room. I've already tossed her clothes into the washing machine and put it on the delicate cycle, while Shuri huddles in a towel that's wrapped around her body like a blanket.
まあ、私たちは迷惑とかないからいいけど、しおりにドンマイとも言いにくいっていうか。
It's really not a problem at all, though I know telling you that won't make you feel any better, huh?
だって牛もちゃが汚れるのは嫌だったんです。牛もちゃを守れたからよかったんです。
I just can't stand the idea of getting Mocha dirty. I'm so glad I was able to protect her from harm.
いや、それじゃエプロンの意味ねえんじゃねえか。
You don't understand what aprons are for, right?
本当そうだよね。すぐ洗ったからシミにはならないと思うけど。
She has a point. At least we put your clothes in the wash right away, so hopefully there shouldn't be any stains.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much.
で、いつまでもそれってわけにはいかねえだろ。服着ねえとさ。カオル、なんか服貸してあげてくんねえか。
Anyway, you can't walk around the house in just a blanket. Someone get her some clothes. Do you have anything you can lend her, Kaoru?
いいよ。
Yeah, of course.
お願いします。
I'd appreciate it. Her underwear is fine, but it's still too early for her to change into pajamas. So after her bath, I decide to lend her some of my normal clothes. I pick out several pieces from my closet. I can tell Shuri doesn't want me to see her in just her underwear, so I turn around while I wait for her to change.
できました。
I'm done. Whoa! She looks so cool!
おー、いいね。かっ ち系も似合うんだ。
Oh, not bad. My style looks good on you too.
かわいい。
Very
あり
cute.
がとうございます。でもこのお洋服、おへそが。
Thanks, but you can see my belly button in this
せっかく
t-shirt.
だし、写真撮っておこっか。
I feel like we should take a photo to remember this moment.
いいですけど、絶対どこかにアップしないでください。
I guess it's fine, but you better not upload it anywhere.
かわいい。
So cute. She's so pretty.
そっか。あんまりおへそは出したくないかな。じゃあ。
I see, so you don't like showing your belly button. In that case...
できました。ですけど。
More outfits. You can turn around, but I'm not so sure about this.
いいね。こういう服としおりの長い黒髪とのギャップも意外性があって可愛いよ。
Yep, not bad. The contrast between the t-shirt and your long black hair makes you look even cuter.
かわいい。
Very cute.
褒めてもらえるのは嬉しいんですけど、今度はおへそだけじゃなくて肩も出てます。
I'm enjoying all the compliments, but this time not only you can see my belly button, but my shoulders too.
両方出しちゃえば逆に気にならないかなって。
They're less conspicuous when you put them both on display.
服でもなんでもないですよ。
I would argue that they are, in fact, more conspicuous.
あとは前が出てるのが恥ずかしいなら背中がガバって開いてるコーデもあるけど。
If you don't like wearing clothes that expose the front of your body, I have some stuff with open backs.
その出さない方向でお願いしたいのですけど。
I prefer something that doesn't expose anything, honestly.
おせっかくだしって思ったけど部屋着にしてる T シャツ出そっか。
Yeah, I wanted to dress you up a little, but I have a simple t-shirt you could wear.
それでお願いします。
I want that one, please.
かわいい。
Cute.
でもこっちも写真撮ってからね。
Just dress her like a nun. Come on. But I'm going to have to take a photo of this outfit first. The clothes look so good on her that it's kind of a shame she has to change out of them. Considering how Riku keeps repeating the same compliment, I'll make a mental note to send her the photos later. I take out a t-shirt and shirts from my closet and hand them to Shuri.
よーし。じゃあドーナツ食べに行こうぜ。
Now let's get back to those donuts. She looks cute.
夕飯もあるんだからほどほどにね。
My parents are making dinner, so don't fill up on
4
donuts.
つくらいにしておけば大丈夫でしょうか。
I should be okay if I limit myself to about 4.
そうだな。カオルのお母さんたちお肉買ってきてくれるって言ってたしな。
Alright, your parents did say they were buying meat to cook for dinner.
お肉。じゃあドーナツは3つにしておこうね。
Meat? In that case, I'll keep it to 3 donuts. I refrain from questioning their donut-related life choices and return to the living room. Tachibana home, living room, 8:18 p.m.
お腹いっぱいだな。ごちそうさまでした。
I'm full, thanks for the
お
meal.
肉をたくさん食べて幸せです。ありがとうございました。ごちそうさまでした。
I'm in meat heaven. Thank you so much. That was delicious. The 5 of us, including my mom and dad, ate dinner together. We had yakiniku cooked on a hot plate. They both quit a lot of meat after I warned them of Shuri's large appetite, and yet she still somehow managed to devour it all.
おそ松様。かおちゃん小食だから私もたくさん食べてもらって嬉しいな。
Is there any gallery with her different clothes, or are there sprites all we get? Oh, so far only sprites, yeah. I'm sorry it wasn't more elegant. Kao-chan doesn't eat much, so I'm glad you had enough to be satisfied. Yeah.
俺たちは自分の部屋にいるからリビングも自由に使っていいからな。
We'll be in our room, so feel free to use the living room.
お父さん、おすすめの映画ある？ ホラーで怖すぎないやつ。
Oh, that reminds me, Dad, what's a good horror movie? One that's not too scary?
映画見るんだな。待ってろ。あるぞあるぞ。こういう時にぴったりのホラー映画。
Oh, you're going to watch a movie, huh? Hang on, I have something in mind. The perfect movie for the occasion. Which one is it? I can't wait.
本当お手柔らかにお願いします。
Seriously, nothing too scary, please. He's a little more energetic than usual, probably due to having drunk some alcohol at dinner. After clearing the table and washing the dishes, we all take a shower one after the other. Tachibana home, living room. 9:54 p.m. Then after changing into our pajamas, we reconvene in the living room. I'm wearing the kiwi fruit pajamas I bought with Shuri. I suddenly realized it's been 2 weeks since that shopping trip. A lot's happened in those 2 weeks, and I'm sure a lot still lies in store. My days feel far more packed with activity and excitement compared to how they used to be.
どう？似合ってる？
How's it look? Good? Pajamas! I really like the one that is using Riku, but also the one from Shuri. And ours as well. But I don't feel cold while looking at it right now. Yes, they must be so light and airy.
しおりの牛柄のも可愛いな。これ牛もちゃとのコラボなんだっけ？
Your cow pajamas are cute too. Is that some kind of matcha the cow merch?
そうだよ。ほら見て、ここの牛もちゃコロネしてて可愛いの。
It is indeed. Check this out. Matcha looks so cute when she's asleep like this.
やっぱ似合ってる。
Yeah, the design suits you well.
私が自分で選んだんですよね。
The pajamas that we did buy together. I remember
ピン
that.
クの方が似合いそう。
本当ですか？
だって今みたいに笑ってくれるからさ。
ありがとうございます。
Oh, it's so kind of you to say so.
なんだその感じ。
Hey, knock it off, you two.
しおり、私のはどうだ？結局私のパジャマ買うのにも付き合ってもらっただろ。
What about me, Shuri? You helped me pick out my pajamas too.
リクのパジャマもすごく似合ってるよ。
Your pajamas look good on you as well.
ただリクのは試着してるとこ見ちゃったからな。
I guess this is your first time seeing her actually try them on. Oh my, yeah, that happened a little while ago. After Riku found out Shuri and I had bought pajamas together, we all ended up going back to the same store so she wouldn't feel left out. That's so kind of them. The matcha pajamas were already sold out at that point, reaffirming the cow's cult-like popularity. We went home immediately after, but we still had a fun time.
で、本当に見るんだよな。ホラー映画。ドーナツ用意すればいけるかな。
So I guess we're really gonna watch this scary movie now. Maybe my donuts will keep me safe and
じ
comfy.
ゃあ私飲み物取ってくるから、しおりはこのディスクを入れて待っててもらえる？
I'm going to get some drinks. Shuri, can you put the disc in and get it ready to go?
わかりました。
Will do. As we return with drinks in hand, Shuri slips the movie that my dad picked out for us into the player.
しおりに怖がってるとこ見られるの恥ずかしいから、カオルが真ん中な。
I don't want Shuri to see how scared I am, so can you sit in the middle? I nod to Riko's whispered request. Sitting down next to Shuri, Riko proceeds to sit on the other side of me. That's a cute CG!
始まる。
Time to start! I love how this does look like. So cute! Cozy scary time.
ちなみにどんな映画なんでしょうか？
And even the plushie being extra fluffy. We get to see the dinner table also. The furniture is so cool. I love it. By the way, what kind of movie is it?
森の奥の洋館で主人公がいろんな恐怖体験をするスタンダードなホラー映画。
It's your standard horror story where the main character deals with a terrifying experience in an old European-style mansion in the woods.
私も見たことあるけど、 とする幽霊っぽい怖さもあるし、血がブシャーって出るグロテスクな怖さもあるしで、一本で二度お得な映画だよ。
I've seen it before. It's got lots of tension and suspense, but then it ramps up the gore for the violent parts. A full package deal.
通販番組みたいに言うなよ。
Don't talk about it like you're on the home shopping channel.
さあ始まるよ。
The teary eyes of Riku. I noticed it just now. Okay, let's go. Gotta turn the lights off. Eep! We haven't even gotten past the opening credits and Riku already has a death grip on me. Shuri, on the other hand, is leaning forward, completely engrossed in the movie. Wait, wanna take a screenshot. Okay. Poor Riku.
なるほど。
Oh, I see, taking notes.
ふむふむ。
What the hell? As the story continues, the contrast between Riku's and Shuri's reactions is enough to make me feel dizzy. I'm seeing fairly silent myself, but I have to admit, the movie is pretty scary. My dad's numb to it, after seeing so many scary movies, and my own perception is skewed from watching stuff with him since I was young. This sound effect is starting to bother me with a lot. With that said, it's not just a mindless horror movie, the story is interesting. And the ending is pretty good. Of course, like a lot of horror movies, there's a mean stinger at the very end.
今どのくらいなんだ。
How much more movie is there?
半分ちょっとかな。
We're about halfway through.
やばいって。そっち行くなって空気読めって。絶対来る。なんか来る。
Oh no! Can't you tell you shouldn't go over there? Ah, it's coming for you. Something's coming.
リク、静かに集中しよう。
Riku, shh. I'm trying to watch the movie. Poor girl. Try harder. We're approaching the climax at the end of the movie. Shuri is sitting on the edge of her seat, completely immersed in the plot, while Riku is sporting a 1,000-year stare. In this scene, the protagonist is going to rescue his girlfriend from a menacing ghost. It turns out the ghost was the protagonist's dad. The whole time, the father's ghost comes from a future where his son dies. Knowing that the son's death is imminent due to the presence of his girlfriend, the dad grows time itself in order to try and save him, but is ultimately unable to do so. After countless unsuccessful attempts, his soul is worn down until he turns into an evil spirit. The protagonist was locked out of the house in order to keep him separated from his girlfriend so that he wouldn't die. In the end, the protagonist says goodbye to his father and visits an unknown future. He accepts his fate, because his loved ones will be there with him. He would do anything for love, even if he might very well die tomorrow. After all that, the two of them escape the haunted house only to die an absurd death in the final scene. Well, horror movies aren't made to leave you feeling good, I guess. That aside, I feel the part where the protagonist stands up to his father and makes the decision to part ways was pretty touching. As further proof, even Riku eventually got drawn into the plot, sniffling sadly while watching. Shuri, on the other hand, she's hypnotized! She's just staring intently at the screen without saying a word.
怖かった。どこがそれなりに怖いだよ。めちゃくちゃ怖いじゃんか。
That was so scary. Every single part was scary in its own way. The whole thing was super scary.
そうですね。いろんな怖いシーンがたくさんあって楽しかったです。
I agree, it was pretty neat how much scary stuff happened in each scene.
全然怖そうじゃねえじゃん。
You don't seem scared at all.
結構久しぶりに見たな。面白かった。
It's been a while since I saw it, still pretty cool.
俺は薫で慣れすぎなんだよ。
What's really scary is how desensitized you are.
リクはリクでずっと泣いてたね。特に最後。
Meanwhile, you were crying through the whole movie, especially the end.
最後の最後にまた怖いの来るとは思わねえだろ。いい話かと思って油断してたんだよ。
I didn't know something scary was gonna come out of nowhere right at the end. I got wrapped up in the story and it caught me off guard.
わからないですよね。
I don't get it. Shuri says quietly as if talking to herself. Perhaps due to noticing our puzzled expression, she continues.
何が正しかったんでしょうか。
What should I have done? Huh?
いえ、この場合、主人公は最後に死んでしまう。だったら洋館の中に居続けた方が幸せだったのかもしれない。
What I mean is, in the story, the protagonist dies at the end. So wouldn't he have been happier staying in the
お
house?
父さんが正しいのかもしれないと思ったんです。恋人だけを返して自分だけが残る選択をしていたら、いえ、
I think his dad was probably right. If he just stayed in the building and let his girlfriend leave. Well, no.
監督さんが決めたストーリーなんですから、他の可能性を考えても仕方ないですよね。とにかくすごく楽しかったです。
I know it's the story the director decided on, but I can't help but think about other paths the plot could have taken. At any rate, the movie was really
な
cool.
らよかった。
Glad to hear it.
もう難しいことわかんねえよ。もう寝ようぜ。
I can't think about this stuff anymore.
あいつのシーンとか夢に出てきそうだ。
I can't think about this stuff anymore. Let's go to bed. Though I'm afraid of what scenes might end up replaying in my dreams.
あ、リク、ドーナツ食べたんだから歯磨きしないとダメだよ。
Okay. Oh, Riku, don't forget to brush your teeth after eating all those donuts.
はーい。
Okay. This movie has made me wonder about the same question as Shuri myself. So my own conclusion is the same as hers. There's probably no right answer. The director wanted to make a horror movie that leaves the viewer feeling uneasy. If so, then they succeeded, and very much so. Even if I still think the epilogue sucks. Jesus Christ, the courier. Now that the movie is over, we'll all brush our teeth, chat a little, and then quickly go to bed. Give me a moment, Cinnamons. Do you enjoy horror movies, Gyepi? I used to watch a lot of them. I did enjoy them a lot, but after a while, after watching as many, it got a little repetitive to me. So yes, I do enjoy them, but it will be like I would be looking for something different from what I used to watch. So yeah, that's it mainly. Also, I want to resume watching movies regularly. That would be nice. Noot noot! Back to the game. Now that the movie is over, we'll all brush our teeth, chat a little, and then quickly go to bed. The plan was for each of us to sleep in our individual futons that I spread out on the floor in my room, but after turning the lights out...
怖くて寝れねえ。めっちゃ思い出す。話してたらまた怖くなってきた。
I'm too scared to sleep. I keep replaying the movie in my head. Talking about it made me scared all over again. What about you, Cinnamons? Do you enjoy horror movies? When I used to be a child fox, a tiny fox, I'm still a tiny fox, but when I used to be a tiny child fox, I was so horrified of horror movies, I couldn't watch them at all. Like, I put the blanket all over my head when someone wanted to watch horror movies. I put a blanket over my head, and at times I cried silently, other times I tried to fall asleep inside of the blanket because I couldn't stand them. And also I couldn't stand seeing any violence in movies at all. Like, I was heavily sensitive to that kind of stuff. But over years I began to watch horror movies Because I discovered also that the plot does interest me usually, there may be an interesting story to it and whatnot. So yeah, I started to enjoy them, and after a while I stopped being scared of them. But still there are some of those that do make me feel quite uneasy, merely after finishing them. Feeling that uneasiness upon me even for weeks. There are 2 titles especially, like The Grudge and The Ring. Goodness, like during them watching that sort of movie, I don't feel creeped out nor anything, but after finishing it, I feel that sense of uneasiness for 2 weeks, at the very least. It still would happen, yes, with those 2 titles only. Like, not even the fear of what happened in the movie itself, like just pure uneasiness feeling in my body. I don't know. That does happen, Yasu. Oh, I'm too scared to sleep. I keep replaying the movie in my head. Talking about it made me scared all over again. Karu, can you be in the middle again? Which is how the 3 of us end up squished into 2 futons. It's an interesting new feeling. Going to sleep somewhere that isn't my own house.
しおり、枕変わると眠れないタイプ？
Shuri, are you the type who can sleep without her own pillow?
どうでしょう。それさえもまだわからないので、今夜次第ですね。
I'm not sure. I've never slept without my pillow before, so I suppose we'll find out after tonight.
私はそれどころじゃねえよ。
The pillows aren't my problem here.
よしよし。
I know. There.
子守歌歌おうか。
Do you want me to sing your lullaby?
そうじゃねえって。ちょっと聞いてみてえけど。
That's not what I meant, but maybe yes, just one. Oh, that's sweet.
そうや。良い子だねんねしなって。リクは坊やじゃないよね。
Hey, little boy, what a good boy you are. So I guess you're not a boy. What the heck?
だからいいって。
Never mind.
なんかさ、楽しかったね、今日。私の家なのにこんな賑やかなのって新鮮だった。
Today was pretty fun, though. It's kind of refreshing for my house to feel so vibrant and full of life again.
とっても。お菓子作りも映画を見るのもお泊まりもたくさんできましたね。
Oh yes, it was so much fun. Making donuts, watching a movie, sleeping over. We did so much stuff.
やっぱ思い出しちまうよ。
Why do you have to bring up the movie again? As we continued talking together, I found myself naturally growing drowsier. My thoughts grow hazy and unfocused as I slowly drift off to sleep. Sleepy time. Karu's room. 2:15 a.m. I must have fallen asleep at some point, so my mind already feels wide awake. It's pretty humid today. I think I lit myself, which is when I noticed the sound of rain. I really want to watch all the Alien movies, Horror on Elm Street and Godzilla movies, typical romance trope. Watch a scary movie and the girl will cuddle up next to you. I was not cuddling. I was crying inside of the blankie, isolating myself in the corner. Well, about the romance trope actually. Joke's on you. During one of the first times I was meeting up with Baba, he decided to take me to watch the Ring 3 movie at cinema back then because I really wanted to watch that one. So he was like, hey, I'm gonna take you to the cinema to watch that movie you really wanted to watch. After a couple of years, I discovered he was like shaking inside, being like so scared of the movie. And back then he did say, I felt pretty much nothing about that movie. It was uninteresting to me, keeping his cool. And then I discovered he was terrified of horror movies and that he cannot stand them. And he just asked me to go to watch one because I wanted to watch it. But like, I do remember the experience of that movie. Like, it was so-so to me. But one thing that I do remember, there was a huge mess happening in the plot of that movie. A huge mess that the plot did go through. And at the end there was that tiny scene that was like making us realize that the wall that has happened served to nothing, and that there had to be a continuation to the wall, and then the movie ended. I was like, what? Just like that? Yeah. A very interesting experience it was. It's pretty humid today, I think idly to myself, which is when I noticed the sound of rain. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember Riku mentioning it was supposed to rain today, when we met up at the station yesterday. Phew. Phew. Speaking of Riku, she's currently sound asleep next to me. Despite her terror the night before, she's currently sleeping peacefully, looking as adorable as a child. Maybe Shuri's lullaby was effective on her after all. Huh? As I take in my surroundings, I suddenly realize that Shuri is no longer on the other side of me. Where is she? Tachibana-san, you're awake. So are you, I see. Shuri has gotten up from her futon and is now sitting on my bed. She's watching the rain through my bedroom window. The rain's getting heavier by the minute. It sure is. Have you been awake for a while? Yeah, I couldn't sleep for some reason. So in the end, you really couldn't sleep without your usual pillow? No, it had nothing to do with my pillow. And the futon wasn't uncomfortable at all. I was just too excited, or rather, I'm actually not really sure why. That's weird. Maybe you had too much fun, like a kid who gets all worked up. Want me to sing you a lullaby this time? So it ended up on a cliffhanger. Yeah. I like the fact that the movie lasted long enough. And it seemed like it did solve all the mystery and the mess that did happen in the movie. And at the end, hello, it did make us realize that the thing was not finished at all. I don't remember anything else about the Ring 3, like literally. I don't even think I enjoyed it that much, but the presence of Va was precious back then. But I was so caught off guard with that ending, yeah. Please don't tease me like that. Can I sit next to you then? I'm wide awake too. Oh, go ahead. I get up as quietly as possible so as not to wake Riku before sitting on the edge of my bed. I can hear the rain better once I'm closer to the window. It's pouring down in buckets, and from time to time I can hear the distant rumble of thunder. I glance over at the clock and see it's just past 2 in the morning. It's the middle of the night. Or the middle of the night, as much would say. Would she know? Well, it sounds good to me anyway, but people also call this time the witching hour, don't they? I don't know much about it, but I've heard that the presence of demons and ghosts is strongest at this time. But you're not afraid of stuff like that, huh? Not in the least. I understand why people are afraid of ghosts, but I just find the whole idea to be incredibly fascinating. I wonder if there's anything else she's afraid of, but before I can ask, the room is brightly illuminated by a flash of light. An angry roar echoes loudly less than 2 seconds later. It doesn't take me long to realize it's thunder. Oh, she got scared. Oh, Good. even though I feel sorry for her. Shuri grabs onto me, about the same time as the thunder roars out. The force of her momentum sends us both sprawling backwards into the bed. I need to get back into my foot and I need to hide.
もう大丈夫。
It's gonna be okay. Oh my. The crack of thunder fills the room again, and her grip on my body tightens. Well, I wanted to know what Shuri was scared of, but I wasn't expecting to find out like this. I'm so sorry.
全然大丈夫。雷怖いんだね。
Don't worry about it, so you're scared of thunder, huh?
小さい頃からすごく苦手なんです。音なのか光なのかわからないんですけど、とにかく本能的に怖くって。
Yeah, ever since I was a kid. I'm not sure if it's the sound or the flash of light, but it's like it hits something deep in my brain. It's scary.
そっか。こうしてるとちょっと落ち着く。
I see. Does being close to me like this help you calm down at all? Well, yes. She's managed to let go of my arm, but she's still leaning against me. Her body feels pretty cold for a midsummer night, perhaps due to sitting in front of the air conditioner after getting out of her futon.
お兄ちゃんがいなくなってからもっと怖くなってしまったんです。
I feel like I've gotten more scared of it ever since my brother died. Oh no.
お父さんは帰りが遅い日ばかりでしたので、雷が鳴るときはずっと一人で、音が聞こえないようにお布団の中でぬいぐるみをキュッとして耐えていました。
My dad always got home from work so late, so I was usually alone when a storm began. I'd hide in my foot and I'd squeeze my stuffed animals around my head to keep the noise out, and helped me make it through.
お兄ちゃんがいなくなってしまった日も雷が鳴っていて、私はずっと一人で家にいました。
There was a storm the day my brother died, and I was home alone, all by myself the entire time. Oh. Shuri is trembling faintly as she speaks. I slowly draw her closer to me. I get the feeling she doesn't want to say any more right now. Thunder still booms out, and the rain sounds heavier than before. I think her body heat reminds me of something.
うちは幸せだったのかな。少なくとも家に誰もいない時間は少なかった。お母さんは私が生まれた頃に会社を辞めて、中学に入るまでは働いてなかったし。
I think my family was happy at some point. At the very least, it was rare for the house to be empty. My mom quit her job when I was born and didn't go back to work until I was in middle school.
二人とも早く仕事から帰ってくる日がほとんどだった。少なくともお母さんは夕飯の時間には家にいてくれた。
They usually came home from work fairly early. My mom was always there to make dinner every day at least. I'm honestly starting to feel like a loser, to tell you the truth.
自分のことがダサいって思えてきた。意地張ってわがままばっかり不幸だって思い込んで。
I'm honestly starting to feel like a loser, to tell you the truth. I'm so stubborn and selfish that I think I'm to blame for my own unhappiness.
幸せかどうかは自分で決めることだと思いますよ。
I feel like only you can say what happiness means to you. Huh?
だって私はお母さんもお兄ちゃんも亡くなってしまいましたけれど、不幸だと思ったことはありません。
What I mean is, both my mom and my brother are dead, and yet I don't consider myself to be unhappy.
お父さんがいますし、それは大変なことも多かったのは事実ですけれど、不幸とはまたちょっと違います。
I have my dad, and while there's no denying that I've dealt with some awful things, I don't think that means I've had an unhappy life.
お兄ちゃんを忘れるための思い出の地巡りも楽しい思い出を増やすって考えもあるって言ってくれたのは立花さんじゃありませんか。
Besides, you're the one who told me that if I want my wall memory tour experiment to work, I need to focus on creating new pleasant memories instead of blocking out my sad ones.
そうだったごめんね勝手に幸せじゃないとか決めつけて
That's right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume you weren't happy.
反省してください
You know what they say about assuming. And with that, she squeezed my hand in hers. Just like always, I can't help but notice how warm it feels. As if in response to her warmth, I close my eyes and begin speaking again.
私がさ先生と初めて会った日家出した日なんで喧嘩したか話したこともあったっけ
To tell you the truth, the first day I met Sensei outside of school was the day I ran away from home. Did I ever tell you about the fight I had? I already know what her answer will be, but if I'm going to get this story out, I need to take baby steps. I don't exactly want to talk about it, but I want her to listen, and I want to get it out. I'm aware of how contradictory that sounds, but it doesn't matter. She gives me a quiet no in response.
しおりには知ってほしいと思った私のことお肉を寝ちゃってるけど今を逃したらもう話せないかもしれないから私
I want to tell you about it, about what happened. I know Riku's asleep, but I have a feeling it's now or never.
だから聞いてもらってもいい
So will you please listen?
はいもちろんですゆっくりでいいですから
Yes, of course. Take your time. I'm right here. Okay. Shuri will see my parents in the morning, so maybe it'd be easier if she didn't know what I'm about to tell her. But a part of me knows that if I don't get it out now, I never will. Right now, on this night, it's the only time I can talk about it.
私ねお父さんと血がつながっていないんだ
My dad's not my real father. I did not really expect that.
再婚とかそういうのじゃないお母さんがお母さんが
And it's not like I'm from a previous marriage or anything. I think it's my mom. The words catch in my throat, and I can't seem to get them out. Shuri simply squeezed my hand silently. I take a deep breath and center myself before continuing.
お母さんがお父さんと結婚している時期に他の男の人それが私なんだ
Something happened between my mom and another man around the time my parents got married. And that something resulted in me.
中学3年生の時見ちゃったんだ DNA の鑑定結果
It was during my third year in middle school that I saw the DNA test results. I have no idea why they didn't just toss them to begin with.
お父さんは血がつながってなくても本当の娘だって言ってくれてそこに嘘はなかったけどきっと心のどこかに引っかかる何かがあったからその書類を捨てられなかったんだと思う
My dad told me that I'd always be his daughter, even if I wasn't his biologically, and I believe him. But there must have been a reason he held on that piece of paper for so long.
私が4歳のずっと2人目ができなくてお父さんは自分の体を調べたら子供ができる確率が限りなく低い体質だってことが分かって
I was 4 years old when I did the test. My parents had been trying to conceive for a while without success, and my dad ended up going to the doctor, only to discover he was almost completely infertile.
ずっと私の容姿が自分と似てないと思っていたかどうかは もきっと予感みたいなものがあったんだと思う。それで DNA 鑑定をしたって言ってた。
I don't look like him at all, so that might have been a factor as well. Anyway, I know he suspected something was up for a while, so that's why he ended up ordering the DNA test. Of course, I don't remember it actually happening. I really like this scene. There have been squabbles here and there, but I don't remember my parents engaging in a serious fight, even once in my entire life. They did a pretty good job. They managed to bury everything in order to keep from scaring me. I sometimes wonder if I would have been better off if I'd never found out, if I would be happier now.
私がお父さんと血がつながってないって知った時、自分の気持ちがわからなくなった。
When I found out my dad wasn't my biological father, I didn't know how to react.
私に向けられた笑顔は嘘だったのか、私がいるからお父さんは離婚しなかったのか、とかも頭をぐるぐるして。
My mind was spinning frantically, wondering if he really meant every smile he gave me, and if I was the only reason my parents were still together. And in that moment, I had to get away from everything. So I ran away from home. You already know what happened next. Sensei found me curled up somewhere on the streets of Yokohama. In the week I stayed at her home, I fell in love with her. She insisted it wasn't really love. Then the cops found me, and I was transferred to a different school. I ran into her again after entering high school, and I realized that I was still in love with her. Whatever we had between us continued until the night I ran into Shuri, when Sensei dumped me again.
だから私は両親が苦手で距離を取ってた。しおりと出会うまではそれで一段落ついたって思ってた。
I wonder how common consequences did fall upon this Sensei back then. That's why I can't get along with my parents and keep my distance from them. I thought that part of my life was over until that night when I met you. And speaking the truth, though it's more than just that, I think my mom is a disgrace to her family and I'm ashamed and frustrated that my dad could somehow excuse what she did. But precisely because of all that,
しおりの話を聞いてたら私は恵まれてるなって思った。だってさ、二人とも生きてるし、お父さんもお母さんも優しいし、お金もそこそこ持ってるし、お小遣いくれるし。
listening to your story, I thought I should feel lucky. After all, my parents are still alive. They both love me. We have plenty of money to live comfortably. And I even get an allowance. Goodness, these two do complete each other so well. Like, each time it seems like one has to learn a lot from the other one. And then they both become the better versions of themselves. That's so awesome.
全然不幸じゃないよね、私。なんでこんなに恵まれてるのにそう思うんだろう。
There's really nothing wrong with my life, so why can't I feel happy despite how fortunate I am? I hate this side of me.
変な話しちゃって。
I'm sorry for dumping this on you. I can bring myself to say anything else. The rain doesn't sound like it's going to let up anytime soon. The sound of the rain drowns out the beating of my heart.
私は立花さんの話聞けてよかったです。それに幸せって思うことと不幸って思うこと、いろんな気持ちが全部共存してていいと思います。
I'm happy you were able to open up to me, Tachibana-san. And as far as happiness and misery goes, I think all kinds of emotions can coexist at once.
どっちかに決めるんじゃなくて、どっちも本当なんだと思います。 立花さんの痛みは立花さんだけのものですから。
You don't have to choose one or the other, and both are valid. Your pain is your own, and you're allowed to feel it. She then falls silent and hugs me tightly. I feel like I'm about to start crying again, but no tears come out. I realize something. Until now, it felt like the events that transpired took place practically yesterday, but a lot of time has passed since then. And yet, the emptiness I felt when I learned the truth lingers to this day, unable to be so easily feel it. Tachibana-san. I'm taking so many screenshots during this scene, I can't. It's so pretty. What? I believe that your home is right here. I look over at her. She's smiling at me gently. She has an expression so different from any I've seen on her face this far and at that moment. No, you see, what's wrong? I feel myself blushing and immediately look away. I become hyper-focused on the weight of her body against mine, and my skin feels so hot it could burst into flame. I'm suddenly ridiculously self-conscious. What? Thunder rumbles through the room again, and she clings desperately to me in response. My entire body stiffens, unable to handle the overwhelming heat, and I find myself unable to hug her back. Can you hold me, please? Hang on a second. What's wrong with me? Why do I feel so weird? Unsure of what's happening to me, I sit back up. A downcast expression briefly crosses her face as she presses her trembling body against mine. In an effort to hide my discomfort and how furiously I'm blushing, I call out to Riku, who's been dead asleep for quite some time. Riku, I know you're awake. Are you laughing? Riku? That's right, I'm awake. I heard the whole thing, but I didn't want to interrupt you. I've known you were awake for a while. I wanted you to hear what I had to say, which is why I kept talking. Aha. She slowly sits up. It's only 3 in the morning, still way too early for us to be up. And yet here we are, wide awake. I'm sorry for the stuff I said before about you looking like you're dead. I didn't know. You don't have to apologize. Honestly, it's true that we've got a lot of similar habits. I guess he's rubbed off on me. But... It doesn't matter anyway. It's not like it's the source of all our problems. I've long since given up on seeing them as family. That's so sad. You've given up? You can give up on your family. Riku, I sort of understand where Tachibana-san is coming from. But before Shuri can say anything more in that ethereal tone of voice, another peal of thunder rings out, this time much closer and much louder. Oh! Wow! Shuri immediately hops off the bed like a frog, diving towards us. The first of her momentum sends me and Riku sprawling backwards onto the futon. Shuri, you're too close! So is the storm. The thunder continues for a little while longer. Seeing how scared Shiori is at each thunderclap, we decide to huddle together to help her feel safe. By the time the sound of thunder lessens to a distant rumble, the sleepiness that had fled earlier is back with a vengeance. The only thing that follows me down into my slumber is the sensation of Shiori's body heat pressed against my back. I feel strangely refreshed for someone who woke up at such an odd hour of the night. I still clearly remember what Shiori told me and what I said to her, learning that Shiori's fear of thunder originated from a storm. During a storm the day her brother died, and I told her about my discovery of my mom's affair and how I'm not my dad's biological child.
まあいっか。なんかすっきりしたし。
Well, for whatever reason, I still feel pretty good. The rain has long since stopped, and I can see patches of blue sky through the gaps in my curtain. Both Shiori and Riku are still sound asleep. I have no idea when they'll wake up, but it doesn't look like it'll be anytime soon. With that in mind, I head into the living room. Cinnamon buns, I'm going to end the stream here. I think we did read quite a bit here. So we're going to continue in the visual novel next time. Since my throat is starting to ache as well. Please to give me a moment to this fox in the box.
嘘から始まる恋の夏。
Okay. So there were quite some deep moments. Like, it was a whole big emotional roller coaster, this game so far, with drama and whatnot, but I feel like this one was quite different. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for stopping by, Carbon. Thank you. So yeah, I feel like this session of this visual novel stream had quite something different to offer to us. And I feel like we're getting closer and closer to Shiori, and eventually we'll fall for her. I do know that. And I feel like Shiori already does have a crush on us. So, I had no idea if I'm gonna stream again today. Perhaps in the evening. I had no idea because I do have quite some plans to attend, some stuff I'm busy with, so I had no idea so far. For the streams, as I always do mention, I will warn you beforehand, an hour before that, both on Twitter and on my Discord server. So in case, this is my Discord server. And these are my socials where you can find me as well. And I'm super thankful and glad for you Simmons to have stopped by during my stream, even though my time frames are quite random at times, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was a very cozy session. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. So, we're going to raid someone, so give me a moment to check who is streaming currently. Let's see. Let's see. Why did I get commercials now? No! I'm so sorry, Carbon. I was saying that this time we did get some different emotional moments in this game. And I believe we will soon realize that we will fall in love with Shiori. And she does seem so far to have a crush on us. Yeah, I think it's quite recognizable. And that for my streams, I'm going to announce that an hour earlier, as always, to state beforehand, on Twitter and on my Discord server. Since I have no schedule so far, I have some things to take care of. So, no idea about how it's gonna go. And currently, I'm looking for home to raid. I don't really want to raid the same VTubers over and over, so I'm gonna take a look at who's streaming right now. I hope you enjoyed this stream today, Cinnamon Buns. We're gonna go to the very end of this game. See. Okay, I think I found whom to read. We're going to read Sleepy. Sleepy is a binge YouTuber with a really nice, refreshing design and is currently streaming Bokura. Yeah, we're going to rate them. Cinnamon, so this is the raid message to copy-paste. Keep a raid for Ʀᴏᴜ to pass on to Ʀᴏᴜ so that they will have a Ʀᴏᴜ time indeed and a Ʀᴏᴜ experience overall. So we're going to see each other very soon, that is for sure. And I'm going to alternate different games together with UsoNatsu. So perhaps complete it before the end of the year, but I'm not sure at all if we're gonna manage that. Because it seems that the game is longer than I thought. Like, so far I did check the length of it, and I was thinking I was far into it. But then I realized that there are so many chapters that were still missing, so maybe I'm a tad slow on reading it, but it's okay, I wanna take the things calmly. So yeah, let's begin the stream. The stream. No, the stream is ending. We will not begin the stream now. Sorry. Let's begin the raid. We're raiding Sleepy. Sleepy started. Hop on, Cinnamon Buns. And thank you so much for stopping by and joining my stream. I had a very fun stream. Enjoy reading visual novels together with you and to you. So also in the future I'm gonna read more and more visual novels, but also streaming different games overall. So, see you soon. Thank you for stopping by. Bye bye!